this is so cute. Who's on this award? Who's that beautiful girl?
That's me.
That's you. And who's that?
My mom.
I know. I have the best job in the whole wide world, but I share it once in a while. This is Gina Barreras, and I don't know, we'll get a close-up of this in a little while for you. Gina is a registered nurse. I want to present you this as the Outstanding Medical Professional of the Year. When did I meet Alyssa? I'm trying to think.
When she was a newborn.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Just tiny.
Yeah.
I'm not old, am I? Maybe. But what I get to do is I meet new babies. And I know when my son was born, he's 36, but when he was born, more times than not, the medical professionals tell you very negative things, and I was heartbroken. So the wish of my heart when I started sharing was that no mother have that heartache, and that I wanted, when I started this agency, I felt like I wanted to educate and empower, but mostly give hope. And it is the thread. I remember you were so tiny, but what has been so wonderful, Alyssa, in this picture, you're dressed for something. It was your birthday?
Sweet 16.
Yeah, quinceañera kind of birthday party.
Yeah.
But it's so, Alyssa is this wonderful young woman who brings, not to embarrass you, but who brings lots of love into the world. But Alyssa, do you know what I love about your mom?
What?
She loves babies. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she loves babies. Now where do you work?
A Mercy Gilbert Medical Center.
Mercy Gilbert.
Yeah.
And do you get to kiss on every baby?
I do.
And it is so fun. Normally Gina, and my name's Gina, but it's spelled like Gina, only pronounced Gina. And a lot of people will say, they're usually really sad when I come, and just at first we get visiting. And the ones that when I come in and they're so happy, they're like, I had the nicest nurse, and her name's, before they can even say it, I'm like, is her name Gina? Yes. But I love that you do that. I love that you're a professional. You're amazing at what you do. But more than anything, something that, I don't even know how you measure it, the love you bring to the kids, to the young parents. And she tries to steal all the cute babies, which I don't like, but we've gone on visits together. I want you to share what Alyssa means to you. And you have other beautiful children and a beautiful husband. You can tell that too.
Oh gosh, where do I start? So again, she was very Miss Alyssa. We have 2 boys, and so I wanted a girl really bad with our 3rd baby, and so I always thought, I have 2 brothers and I'm the only girl, so I just kept saying my family's going to be complete if I have a girl, and so I kept praying for a daughter, and God gave me what I wanted.
God gave you the cutest one ever.
He did. He just made her extra special. So, and I think it's definitely been a blessing in my profession to, especially, and I work maternal child. I've been a nurse for 20 plus years, and I truly believe God put me in that specific area into nursing and gave me her for a reason, because now I can meet all of the new moms that have babies with Down syndrome, whether they know prior to or they don't know, and it's a surprise. Like with me, even being in the medical profession, we didn't know that Alyssa was going to have Down syndrome
Till she was born.
And so being a nurse and a baby nurse, the second that I saw her, I knew that she had Down syndrome. So I was very sad, because that's not what I ordered. And but like I always say, I cried for 3 days, and after that I was done. I said, what do I need to do for this little girl? And come to find out, she's been the biggest blessing that we've ever had. I used to ask why God? Well, now I know.
Wow.
Because I'm in a role that I can help new moms. I can meet these babies, and because of the joy she's brought our family, I'm like you. I go and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so happy for your family, and they're like, okay, like
they don't know how to take that.
Crazy lady or crazy nurse. Like this is not, again, same thing. It's not what we ordered, and it's just the unknown. I think what scares parents. But when I can sit down with them and I can explain to them, and I can also, from a mother perspective, say it's okay to be sad. It's okay to be mad.
Absolutely.
It's okay to say, like, it's almost like stages of grief. Like, you're thinking, like, this is not what I ordered. And so you worry about your children, you worry about their future, and to be able to talk to them and say, it's going to be okay.
Right.
And we know, as parents, we know it's not always easy,
Right.
but it's definitely worth it. And, 1 week down the road, a month down the road, 6 months down the road, they always say, you're right, Gina. It's worth it, and it's okay. And then they get involved, and, I always say, like, my boys are older. She's the youngest. We have our oldest son, Josh, is 30, and he has 2 children. So, and my middle son's 26, and I just feel like they're better men because of Alyssa. I just, having somebody, and it's funny because even throughout our life, we've never treated, yes, you have to treat Alyssa different a little bit, but not really.
She's part of the family.
Yeah, like, she's gone. We take her everywhere. She goes on every single vacation. She has to clean up her room. Even when she was little, you have to make your bed, clean up your toys, do all the things that the other boys had to do, right, Liz? Mm-hmm. Yep. So, and so sometimes we forget that I have I think I might have told you this, but it was a nice little story that my husband, he works for SRP, and one of his coworkers knew that he had a daughter with Down syndrome, so he came up to him and said, "Hey, will you talk to my brother-in-law, because my sister and my brother-in-law, they just had a baby, and the baby has Down syndrome. And I know that you have a daughter with Down syndrome, and I thought maybe you could talk to him like man to man, or dad to dad." And then my husband Rich said, for a second, he said, for a second, Gina, I forgot, like, oh yeah, Alyssa has Down syndrome. Because
it's just his daughter.
Yeah, he always thinks Alyssa's just Alyssa. She doesn't necessarily.
Right. It doesn't define her.
Yes, it doesn't define her. Mm-hmm. So.
She also has brown eyes and beautiful brown hair.
Yeah. And so she's definitely, like I said, definitely been a blessing. And in my career, absolutely love that I get to talk to these families and be a resource to them and help them on their journey and get them where they need to be. And then again, they get involved with our organization, so I get to continue to see the babies and as they grow, and see the families and the parents grow, and they're in that place where we were, like, it's okay. And
exactly.
So yeah.
Well, it's just, to me, it was, she's on our board. She serves. You've been stuck with us forever, but to go above and beyond, which I know you do every single day, having a little one with Down syndrome, there is an adjustment, coming to understand. But to me, you work magic. I feel like, you wave your wand and almost bippity boppity boo. But when I went to see Mike and Kathy Factor, they love you. I'm sorry to make you cry.
I know, you're making me cry.
I'm so sorry to make you cry. But I just want to give you this award to tell you, I could never, I wish every mom could have you for a nurse.
Thank you.
And have the love you bring. And Alyssa, hey, turn around, show them what you colored. Did you color a troll? Can you show the camera guy? Look at that. Did you do that by yourself?
You colored this one.
That one?
I just colored that one, yeah.
That's so pretty. Alyssa, thank you for being a wonderful friend to everybody. At our parties, I see how kind you are. But thank you for being such a good daughter to your mom and your dad. Congratulations.
Thank you.
But thank you truly, not just for what you do in your work, but for what you do. You do model the behavior every single day. You're a class act, and I thank you. So.
Thank you.